Guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring you a review for My Hero Academia, episode 14 of season 5. And I don't really think I have much to say about this episode, so let's just dive right into it. So for the most part of this episode, we have Hawks, who's doing the most. And now the only one thing I do want to mention about what Hawks was doing in this episode, because the rest is pretty much self-explanatory, is do you think Hawks killed Bestis Genus? You know, he came in there, he's looking a bit menacing, he drew for the sword, and now we don't see what exactly went down. But it does make you think, yo, how far is this guy willing to go to play both sides of the field? You understand? So do you think, let me know in the comment section below, do you think Hawks did Bestis Genus dirty? So I'm kind of annoyed because if you're someone who doesn't watch the previews for the next episode, I do it. I don't do it because I'm a manga reader, so I know what's gonna come next, and I don't need the preview for the next episode. But if you're someone who just doesn't watch the episode for the preview for the next episode because you don't want to get spoiled, or you have the same reason as me, you would have missed the end credit scene that followed the last episode. And now in this end credit scene is when Shoto asks Deku and Bakugo, do you want to come and work with my daddy? And now if you missed that, it doesn't give you time to ponder, are these two gonna do it? Because I remember when I read this in the manga, I was in the thinking that for my remember, this was my thinking. I'm like, yeah, Deku would be up for it, sure. Deku would be up for it, yeah, why not? But Bakugo, maybe so, kind of thing. And as we see within the episode, Endeavor wasn't really down for it either. He wasn't down for it either. He's basically just doing it to make Shoto happy. And now all of this thinking and stuff, like, you could have had it, like, basically when this happened in the manga, you had a week to think about these things. Will Deku it? Will Bakugo it? Will Endeavor even want them? You had a week to ponder these things, and now because if you missed the end credit scene, you don't have the week to ponder these things, which is kind of a downfall, because it adds to the fun of watching the whole series as an entirety. So if you didn't see the end credit scene, you're really thrown into the deep end when you have Deku go to visit his mum for New Year's Eve, and then you find out that, man's going to be working with Endeavor. It's like, huh? Like, when was you even asked, kind of thing? Like, obviously I knew because I was a manga reader, but if you're an anime only watcher and you don't watch the previews, you're like, huh? Excuse me? When did that happen? So hopefully you did see the end credit scene if you're anime only watcher, and that didn't take you by too much of a surprise, too much of a disappointment. So as you know, they're going to be working as Endeavor. Working under Endeavor. They go to meet Endeavor, and they end up within a villain situation where basically Endeavor's like, I'm not. Basically, Endeavor says within this episode, like, I'm not gonna spoon feed you guys. If you guys want to learn, keep up, kind of thing. So we see them doing that. We'll see them do that some more as thing goes on, and the action is always good for an episode. It makes the episode more exciting, and action for this episode was good. It's what you expect, especially if you're a manga reader. That's what you expect. But one thing that bugs me about the action set piece for this episode is the bit where basically we have Hawk say, yeah, I was faster than you guys, and it makes me think, was you? I feel like that bit where you see Endeavor and he does what he does, and you see Deku and Bakugo, they appear, but it's supposed to make it seem like Hawks was there first, and he got there first, and so they couldn't do what they wanted to do, Bakugo and Deku. I feel like that could have been depicted to us better to make it seem like Hawks was there first, because I'm not gonna lie, I rewinded it a couple of times, 2 to 3 times. I was like, huh? Was he? I feel like that was portrayed better in the manga. So yeah, there was that. So like I said, Hawks was pretty much doing this thing for this episode, and he just throws us a hint for who is going to be the villains for this arc. And it was quite funny really, because he was like, yeah, I've got the mission, I've got the message to the commission, but I don't think Endeavor's gonna get it. I don't think he's a bit, I don't think he's got too many working brain cells up there to get it. But surprise, surprise, he actually does get it. He gets the book, he reads it, he notices the difference within Hawks' attitude, and he's able to decipher the message within the book. Very good, number one, as expected from the number one hero currently in Japan. He should be doing bits, and so far he's doing bits. He's not disappointing. Another thing I like about this episode is that we get a little taster so far. We'll probably get more of a taster as thing goes on. I can't remember, honestly. This arc happened quite a while ago in the manga. You get a bit of a taster of what it would be like in the number one hero agency, because All Might didn't have agency. He was a solo act, so therefore he was just doing everything by himself. But we see within this episode, that the number one agency isn't nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna throw out this. It's nothing to sneeze at. We know that they get loads of cases every day. We know that there's loads of sidekicks under Endeavor's instruction. So I think it's kind of a testament to Endeavor really, because being the number one hero without an agency, not saying that that's light work, but you would assume that that is lighter work than running the number one hero agency. I think so. And I think that is everything I've got to say about this episode. I am going to give it a 3-star rating. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.